Dear students, I am Dr. Vivek Pandey and we are going to discuss the unit Portland Cement. I have divided this unit in 3 lectures. In the first one, we are going to discuss general aspects of Portland Cement, that is about its definition, properties and applications. Portland Cement is basically a very commonly used material nowadays and we are very well aware of it. Portland cement is basically anhydrous, finely grinded, grey colored powder obtained by burning a mixture of limestone and clay at around 1500 degrees centigrade. This is an anhydrous mixture of the silicates of calcium, aluminium, iron and other oxides which are present in the limestone and clay, and it is anhydrous because it is a high temperature product. The inventor Joseph Aspdin of England in 1824 first reported it as Portland cement because its color resembled the stone of the island of Portland. The Portland cement is commonly used as non-metallic binding materials in building and civil engineering construction in the form of concrete, mortar and slurry. When water is mixed with Portland cement, a thick cement paste is formed which has the natural behavior of setting and hardening due to hydration and hydrolysis reactions of the basic constituents C2S, C3S, C3A, C4AF present in cement. These basic constituents are formed when the mixture of limestone and clay are fired. This is how the cements look like. We all know this. The quality of Portland cement basically depends upon the relative proportions of the basic constituents dicalcium silicate C2S, tricalcium silicate C3S, tricalcium aluminate C3A, tetracalcium aluminoferrite C4AF respectively. The basic constituents are collectively called clinkers and have a specific contribution in setting, hardening and development of early as well as ultimate compressive strength in the set mass of Portland cement. Following are the relative proportions of basic constituents of a good quality cement and their contribution. The tricalcium silicate C3S is present in around 48% in a good quality clinker, or we can say in a good quality cement, and it develops low early strength but high ultimate strength of the order of C2S. Dicalcium silicate C2S is present as 25% and it develops the high early as well as highest ultimate strength in the cement. The tricalcium aluminate C3A is present in 10% and is responsible for the initial or flash setting of cement. It is also called quick setting of cement. Tetracalcium aluminoferrite C4AF, this is present in around 9%. Its early as well as ultimate strength both are lowest among all the basic constituents. When we chemically analyze Portland cement, these are the components and their percentage present in a good quality Portland cement. The lime, it has the percentage of around 60 to 67%. If it is present in excess, then it decreases the soundness behavior of cement, which is undesirable behavior, and the lime, if it is less than the required percentage, mentioned percentage, it decreases the strength of the cement and the cement sets quickly. The silica is present between 17 to 25%, and it is responsible for the strength developed in the cement. If it is used in excess, then it slows down the setting of the cement. The alumina Al2O3 is present in between 3 to 8%, and it is responsible for the quick setting of the cement, or we can say that the flash setting of the cement. If it is used in excess, it decreases the strength of the cement. The alumina also lowers the temperature of the clinkers. Iron oxide Fe2O3 is present in 0.5 to 6%, and it is responsible to impart color, strength, and hardness in the cement. Magnesia MgO is present in between 0.1 to 4%. It imparts color and hardness in cement, but if it is present in excess quantity, then it increases the unsoundness, means decreases the soundness behavior of the cement, which is undesirable. Sulfur trioxide, if it is used in excess, they again decreases the soundness of the cement. The soda and potash alkali oxides, they are present in between 0.5 to 1.3%, and if they are used in excess, they makes the cement efflorescence. So this is all about the usual composition of the cement and what is their role we have discussed just now. The application of the Portland cement, we all know that cement is mainly used as binding material in mortar and concrete. Mortars are used for binding bricks, blocks, stones in walls or as a surface renderings. The concrete is used for a large variety of constructional purposes. Portland cement has also been used in manufacturing of bricks, tiles, pipes, and beams, etc. So this is all about the basic discussion about the cement. Now, last but the least, the types of Portland cement. Type 1 type is a general purpose cement. It is generally used in the construction of buildings, bridges, pavements, etc. Type 2 is a moderate sulfate resistance type cement having low content of tricalcium aluminate. It is used for the structures exposed to soil or water containing sulfate ions. The type 3-1, which is a high early strength cement, it is used for rapid constructions, cold weather concreting, having slightly more percentage of tricalcium silicate. The type 4 is low heat hydration type cement, means slow reacting cement, having tricalcium silicate less than 50% and C3A in low contents. It is used in massive structures such as dam. The type 5 is a high sulfate resistant cement having very low content of C3A, that is less than 5%. It is used in the structures exposed to high level of sulfate ions. The last one is white color cement, in which there is no C4AF and very low MgO is there, magnesia is there. It is used for decorative purposes, and it is application is just similar to that of the type 1 cement. Thank you. This is all about the general aspects of the Portland cement.